Peekapak's lessons are laid out in our recommended scope and sequence on the library page. We suggest teaching one lesson per week, allowing for all 6 units to be taught in 1 year. Let's click into the stress and regulation unit. Each unit is laid out the same way. The unit overview provides embedded professional development to help educators feel comfortable teaching the topic. This includes a unit overview, why the unit skill is important, how it aligns to CASEL core competencies, shared vocabulary, student learning objectives, culturally responsive teaching practices, and literacy standards the unit meets. Grades 9 to 12 units are comprised of 8 lessons. In Lesson 1, students take a self-assessment and complete an icebreaker activity that introduces them to the unit skill. In Lesson 2, students learn about the unit skill through guided reflection and discussion. In Lesson 3, students read the first perspective of a story relating to the unit skill and connect the story to the unit skill using the reflection questions as a guide. In Lesson 4, students read the second perspective of the story introduced in Lesson 3 and reflect on how knowing both perspectives changed their viewpoint. In Lesson 5, students read another story and have the option to rewrite the story from a second perspective. In Lesson 6, students write their own story and then perspective take to see their story from a new point of view. In Lesson 7, students process what they've learned from the stories and unit skills and discuss using thought-provoking prompts during a gallery walk and small group discussion. In Lesson 8, students synthesize what they have learned during the unit and complete a culminating project. Let's click into Lesson 1, Introduce. Within the lesson, you will have access to everything you need at your fingertips. Every lesson is broken down into parts, so you can adapt how much you teach based on how much time you have. Simply follow the instructions of how to facilitate the activity and assign materials to students if needed. Finally, to mark a lesson as complete, click the Mark Lesson as Complete button in each lesson. This will allow you to track your progress through the curriculum.